So whenever.
Okay, welcome, and we're about 8 weeks out from spring. Quite cold, as you can tell from my voice. It's well and truly into winter. So today we're going to talk about repotting strawberries. You really want to see if we can't get your strawberries to last until nearly the first frost if you possibly can, and that way you'll know that they're well and truly dormant. Well, they tend to look a little bit like this, so don't stress. All is not lost. So we'll go back over to the wheelbarrow and we'll pull them apart, and I'll show you how to deal with these. You can be quite rough with them. I tend to just pull them apart, as you can see. You know, lots of massive roots, and you want to do this every year. Don't leave them sitting in tubs for 2 years or 3 years running, because you just simply won't get the fruit production that you expect. So these were done last year, same way, and as you can see, I'm really ripping into them, shaking the excess soil off them, tearing off all of the outer dead leaves, stripping them down. Take off the larger leaves because obviously you're stressing the plant, but bear in mind we are talking about a plant that's now really in its dormant part, and as you can see, trim off quite a deal of those roots. And what I do is I have a little container of water while I'm dealing with these, so that we don't kill the plants. Some may or may not make it. You'll see here, look, these are ideal. They're fantastic. They're well and truly into their dormancy, so perfect sort of stuff to replant. And these will take no time flat once the spring starts to appear and warm the soil up. And away you go. Look, the other thing you might want to think about is don't use good secateurs doing this, because as you can see, I'm cutting through soil. So if you've got an old pair that tend to jam a little bit, they're the ones you should use. The second thing is make sure that you use potting mix. Please don't be tempted to use your own garden soil, because what happens is that it compacts and it doesn't drain freely. And of course, strawberries really do love free draining soil. If you can use some organic potting mix, I find that that's really good stuff. But if not, that's neither here nor there. I mean, but it certainly does need to be, you know, a good quality potting mix. You can, however, if you've got some decent compost mix, you know, about a third compost to 2/3 of the potting mix, and that would suffice. As you can see, really not giving them much TLC here, cutting them right back. Okay, so right, so there's enough of that. We'll get on to potting them. I try and save a bit of soil and pick out the old leaves and the roots and so forth. Of course, it's all organic, so it will rot down in the pot. These half pots are fantastic. They've got two little screw holes, as you can see here, so I just screw those to the fence. And don't pack the soil down too much, because you're going to drill a couple of holes with your hands when you put your strawberries in, like so. Tuck them down and then just fill up that hole. Alright, don't press them down too much. Again, as I say, you want them to be free draining, so, and that's as much as you need. I also use dynamic lifter, so I'll use about probably about a half a handful per plant, and that's it. So that's your strawberries freshly planted. Of course, make sure you well water it before you hang it back up again, and just keep an eye on how dry they are. Even though it's winter, because they're in pots, you'll find that you'll still need to water them. So the old finger test: put it in. If it's dry, water. If it's wet, obviously don't. That's it for strawberries.